Hey, what's going on, everyone? I got some good news related to space travel and exploration. SpaceX's Falcon Heavy roars to life for the first time in history. So this is a pretty interesting achievement right here. It's a better design, much more fuel efficient rocket for in terms of SpaceX. There are other rockets that have been developed by governments that are better, but this is from a private corporation. And there's a section of this I want to read to you guys from TeslaRatty.com. This is a momentous achievement for SpaceX, and whether the results of the test are positive or negative, experience with Falcon Heavy will almost directly translate into knowledge that can be used to better design, manufacture, and operate the BFR and BFS vehicles SpaceX intends to transport humans and cargo throughout the solar system. While a BFR will be something like a factor of 3 or more, larger, more powerful than Falcon Heavy, SpaceX's Falcon Heavy testing already easily makes them the first private company to genuinely fund, develop, and operate a super heavy launch vehicle. More generally, Falcon Heavy's payload capabilities and sheer thrust make the vehicle second in power only to Saturn V in the US and worldwide fourth behind Saturn V and the Soviet Union's N-1 and Inertia launch vehicles. So it seems like there was a very successful test. Now there needs to be more that needs to be done, like an imminent launch following their static fire, and other tests and other developments need to be made. But if all goes according to plan, there's supposed to be a scheduled launch on February 6th. What an incredible achievement by a private space entity. And people, this is yet another step forward in the right direction for space travel and space exploration. We definitely need the help of private companies, private entities, organizations, whether it be an American or whether that would be an American organization or a Chinese organization or a Russian or European, Indian. If it's a private entity, it helps to progress things because there's more competition, there's more innovation. If it's a private company, there might be, more innovation happening because there's more people in the field of space aeronautics making things happen at a faster rate compared to if we just solely relied on government institutions. Who knows, where we could be right now if SpaceX was doing these things back in the 80s or the 70s, along with other private space companies. So again, I really have to give it to people like Elon Musk for helping to progress things. Whether it's going slowly, it's still going faster than if we solely relied on the government. And that's not, that's not a bad thing either. There's nothing wrong with government-run entities, government-run space entities as far as you can tell. NASA, for the most part, is a pretty well-kept, well-run organization. Russia's space agency is also pretty nicely organized and maintained. Same thing with the European Space Agency. It's just that things seem to be happening at a slower rate because it's just government entities. And because they're not in direct competition with one another, it makes things even slower. Back during the Cold War, yes, they were in direct competition. The governments of the USSR and the United States were pouring more funding, more effort into their space programs compared to what it is now. We don't have that right now. Perhaps these private space companies can help to accelerate things again. And that's really what I'm hoping for. Because people, let me explain something here. We are decades behind in terms of space travel. We should not be at the rate we are at right now. If we really focused a lot more on space travel, we could have had achieved a lot more things by now. We could have had bases on the moon, bases on Mars, possible settlements there, and possible settlements elsewhere. Maybe like more stations in space, orbiting the Earth, or just in space in general. Who knows? But we don't know right now because we haven't put enough time and effort into it. And we do have the technology and we do have the funding. More now than we ever had before, and more into the future. I just wish that things would pick up a little more because we've had decades to try and do this, and we've been very slow to make this happen. So What I'm really hoping is that within the next couple of decades, things really start to pick up, both on the public side of space travel and the private side of space travel. Thank you for watching this video from me, West Productions 100. Please subscribe for more videos. Also, feel free to check out my other YouTube channel, Twilight City Studios. YouTube's new partner program policies have really put me into dire straits. I really appreciate it if you guys subscribe, because I need to have at least 1,000 subscribers in order to make this channel a success. In terms of the 4,000 watch hours, I'm actually doing pretty good with that right now. Some of my videos are doing really well on this channel. Twilight City Studios, not so much, but I can really use the help of you guys. So, your subscriptions matter now more than ever before. So please subscribe to this channel. Please help me out. Please subscribe to Twilight City Studios. It's a simple click of a button. It means the world to me. Your subscription matters. Thank you so much for watching.